Hello, everyone. Welcome to 10 Dead Rats, a mashup of old school, original edition Dungeons and Dragons and Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay. Welcome once again to our weekly misadventures. We hope you're doing well, confined to your relative spaces, social distancing, and staying healthy. And we hope we provide a little bit of entertainment for you this fine evening. I have no announcements because nothing's going on.
Yeah, nice.
A whole lot of nothing.
Yeah.
Excellent. So I think we're just going to get going. Is everybody all set?
Good.
All right, great.
Yay!
So, all right, buckle in, everyone, because
Time
tonight
to be
should
ugly or dead.
an exciting episode
That's what I say every morning.
of 10
Okay,
Dead
sorry,
Rats.
play the credits, yeah. Nice. All right, we're good.
And we're back. So some of you may know that on this channel we've been trying to nail down some audio problems, which is why I'm now wearing headphones. And an odd quirk is also apparently that I can't hear any of my lovely cast members while we are away on those little bumpers or the credits or whatnot. So I assume you're all talking about me behind my back while that was happening.
No, never do that.
We just don't have anything to say.
Excellent.
Yeah. Wow, that's actually pretty harsh.
Brutal.
Yeah.
God.
I'll remember this, Christian. Last week, our brave adventurers made their way down the Weisbrook Canal to Weisbrook, on their way to Bogenhafen, courtesy of Captain Yosef aboard his barge. Tying up for the night in the small town of Weisbrook, they noticed a recognizable individual lurking in the doorway of a nearby inn. The party eventually attempted to lay an ambush, expecting an attack, which never came. Instead, an alarm of fire, as they all rushed out to see the blaze aboard Captain Joseph's ship, the Bell. Somebody started taking crossbow shots at them, realizing that their own trick had been used against them. They rushed into the tavern called the Trumpet, where they encountered several thugs who attempted to keep them outside and under fire of crossbow bolts. The party was able to eventually take down the thugs and make their way upstairs to the archer above, whom they recognized as a stocky man with a short-cropped black beard who had been dogging their steps and perhaps was the one responsible for the grisly murders that they witnessed back in Altdorf. A very touch-and-go combat ensued, in which Trebbiano took a horrible shot to the face, maiming his face. He fell in a bloody ruin, Bruno rushing to his side, staunching the wound with his own shirt. Meanwhile, Indigo went toe-to-toe with their strange assailant, held him up against the wall, was attempting to pummel him into submission when Yefi snuck up and shivved him under the ribs, taking him out.
I shivved a lot of people last game.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's true. You
was
shivved
like-
a lot of people a lot of times. A lot of people.
So that's where we'll
Yeah.
pick up as the
Oh,
bloody
man.
corpse of the crossbowman and assailant is still pinned to the wall by Indigo. Bruno still crouched over Trebbiano's still form with his crumpled up shirt rapidly being dyed red pressed against his face. And Yefi wiping clean a dagger.
I'm in a dark place.
What do
so-
you do?
We're downstairs, is that right?
You're in fact
Me and-
upstairs. You are upstairs.
Well, me and Trebbiano.
Bruno and Trebbiano are yes.
Are we outside?
I think you're
Conscious. There.
Trebbiano, are you conscious? You are not. You are
That's
not.
fine. All right. Have at it, guys.
I believe.
Good luck.
Bruno and Trebbiano, I'm going to say you're at the... I can't remember if you made it up the stairs or not, so I'm going to say you're at the foot of the stair, just looking up.
Okay.
You can see Indigo and Yefi moving around up there. You can hear the motions, the ending motions of combat, and the gasps for breath as Indigo lets the bloody corpse slowly to the ground.
Boy, I hope that wasn't one of your corpses.
Oh man.
Bloodily being let to the ground. Slowly.
So there's a bunch of people up here, right? Like people who are staying in the inn.
Presumably.
Great.
There are closed
I-
doors.
I-
There are other closed doors in this hallway. None of them have opened.
I'll just sort of turn around and shout, anybody else? Anybody else trying to kill us?
Oh gosh.
Huh?
We should leave. They got Trebbiano real bad in the face.
Yeah.
No voices, no sounds return, Indigo. Actually, Indigo, roll me an intelligence test.
Great. 9.
Nothing. It is very quiet and still.
Great.
Effie's like pulling some of her cloak up over her face now.
Okay.
Because now is the time for a disguise.
Yeah.
With the hood up over her. And she's just going to quickly try to go through the guy's stuff to see if there's any kind of identifying markers.
Okay, great. You quickly pat him down. Well, he does have his crossbow still and several bolts. He is wearing a leather jerkin, which has got some conspicuous stab wounds in it.
I don't know where those came from.
Yefi, you also find some papers tucked into the inside of his jerkin.
Okay, so I'm just going to grab those and
Okay.
stuff them.
Great.
I can't read, so,
Okay.
keep it for later. No tattoos.
He had a dagger as well.
I'll just
And
take
that's
that.
and actually, he might have some coin on him. Let's see.
I think we lost Bruno. Nope, we're back.
Oh, there we go. Sorry.
Yeah, he has 6 Carls on him.
Oh.
What? You're only worth 6 Carls.
What?
What?
Unless you put a down payment on a car before, a carriage before this.
Item. I'm gonna take the crossbow.
Okay.
And the bolts.
Excellent. There are 7 bolts.
Great.
How's it going up there?
We got him!
Oh, great. Does he have the hand?
Oh,
No.
I check.
You pull his jerkin down to reveal his bare shoulder, and though it is splotched with blood, there is no purple imprint of a hand tattooed to his chest as there were those other men.
No!
Ah.
Gotta go.
What?
Oh, yeah, we should go. Trebbiano's gonna die?
Oh!
Oh,
Ah!
yeah. He's not, I mean, because of my skillful...
We gotta get him to a doctor.
Okay, so, fortunately, yeah, he's already at one. Just, we're in the middle of an inn. Sounds like you guys just killed some people up there.
Oh, a bunch.
Yosef's boat is still on fire.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so, mostly negative circumstances around here.
Right.
Is it okay to move him?
Oh. Yeah. Not the face, but the rest of him looks fine.
Good enough for me.
I'll hold his face in place here, and you two carry him.
Oh gosh.
And where are you headed?
I guess outside.
You head outside, just out into the wharf.
Flaming
You head
boat, yeah.
out into the wharf, where you can see Yosef and his crew still forming a human bucket chain, tossing buckets of water onto the steaming, smoking deck of the Bell.
How does it look like they're doing?
There's still a flicker of firelight, but it does look not as bad as the last time you saw it.
The last time we left some bodies behind, we got in trouble real bad.
That's true. Well, not real bad. We escaped. Should we? Should we go into this guy's room? You took care of him. Let's drag everything into his room and close the door.
What will that do?
We'll be hidden, and we can
No.
put Trebbiano's face back on.
What? I mean, putting Trebbiano's face back on sounds good, but we're not going to be hidden. Everybody saw us.
No, nobody. There's nobody else around.
There's a lot of people upstairs in their rooms. This is an inn.
If you recall, you left the rooms of your own inn, the Black and Gold, which is 2 doors down, to rush out to attend to the boat, and then got drawn into this inn, which is called the Trumpet.
Yeah.
So we can go back to our own inn. It's just we're going to carry Trebbiano's bloody stump of a body here.
I mean, yeah, we should get Trebbiano back to our room, probably.
Okay. Let's, he's unconscious, Trebbiano?
Trebbiano, roll me a toughness test.
You mean the thing I have -2 in? Great.
Easy.
Trebbiano the tough.
That is a 5.
It's a 5. Trebbiano does appear to be out for the count.
Okay, let's weekend at Bernie's this. I'll cover Trebbiano's face. You two prop him up and we'll just be like he's too drunk, you know?
Okay.
Why? I'm covered in blood. You're covered in blood. Yep, he's
we'll just
covered in blood.
We'll go
Trebbiano's covered in blood. We're all covered in blood. Bruno,
Trebbiano
we
is
can't
the
make this
most
look
covered in
normal.
blood. We gotta
We've just
try to make it
killed-
look normal. Yeah, people are trying to kill you.
Yeah, we also just killed them. So if anyone else is around, they're gonna think twice before they're trying to kill us.
No, they're gonna think I should bring more dudes and crossbows next time.
Shut up.
Oh, maybe are we just standing on the street having this argument?
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. You do notice some odd lights here and there in the buildings. You're standing along a wharf, so on one side, rows of boats tied up. There's already people looking out because apparently there's a boat on fire. So you can see faces all peering out at you from various buildings, candles, lights here and there. It is fairly late at night. Yeah, you definitely have an
Let's
audience.
just get back to the room. Let's just hustle.
Let's go.
Okay. You quickly hustle back to your room at the Black and Gold. You get a queer look from the landlord as you come rushing in, but he just kind of steps out of the way as you rush up the stairs and drag Trebbiano up to one of the beds.
Sorry,
lay
we're
him
all
out.
drunk. We're drunk. Yep.
I'm drunk and he tripped.
He tripped. Yeah.
Real
Hit his
bad.
face. Okay.
He's a bit of a spurter.
That's a medical term. Okay, into the room.
Excellent.
Is there anybody else looking at us in the inn? Or do we make it...
I mean, the landlord is up and he's like
Right.
wearing his nightshirt and he's got a candle and you just go rushing past him and give him a bunch of
Right.
excuses. He just gets out of the way and you make it up to the
Okay.
room. Nobody else is. You're not being stared at or anything. You get into your
Okay.
room.
Close and bar the door? Is there a bar?
There's not a bar.
Damn it.
There's a lock.
Well-
you have a key.
Oh, well, we lock it then. Even better.
Okay.
Phew. Fancy.
Gonna be okay.
Well, that was not our most successful.
I don't know
Our
what you're
plan
talking
was
about.
good though. It worked against us. It was so good they stole it from us, and we fell into it. That's. They set a boat on fire though. That was
Bruno?
pretty good. Yeah,
Bruno, can you talk and work?
not really. It's sort of I'm really a one-track mind.
You know what? I like you a lot, and when we spoon, it's great. But could you please help Trebbiano right now?
Oh, with his face. Yes. Excuse me.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything I can do?
Yes. Well, you could
Solve
make
his-
it. The face wound is a critical injury.
Okay.
So you could make a surgery test to sew up his face. The massive gash.
All right, let's do this. Surgery is intelligence?
That is correct.
Okay.
Sorry,
All right.
That's just really good. Could I come out prettier than before if I live?
Probably.
Yeah,
not.
I'm not a plastic surgeon here.
I could use some fellowship.
I wouldn't say pretty. Perhaps dangerous. What'd you get?
Oh.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Excellent.
Come on, make me handsome, Paul. Make me the sweetest looking boy.
Trebbiano, you not only get your face stitched up and have a very dangerous looking scar. Pretty is definitely not the right word for it, but in certain social encounters, it may help. You also, on a natural 20, you're also going to get some wounds back. So go ahead and roll d6 plus 1 wounds.
God, d6 plus 1?
Correct.
I only have like 3 wounds total. I'm gonna get it. Yeah, I'm at full health. I'm at full
There you
health,
go.
and I'm pretty.
Oh.
Okay.
Damn.
Some of
I will
Bruno's
never
best work.
back out this man again.
Some of Bruno's best work is done tonight at the Black and Gold.
I should tell you to shut up more often.
Yeah, please.
Flawless.
Do I put my scar in gear?
It's a good question. I guess there's not really a place on the character sheet for distinguishing marks.
I would say that's a talent. Okay, so what? Let's read these papers. Why were we assassinated?
I just take out the papers and I fold them out on top of the bed or table.
Great. Bruno?
Oops. Hang on just a second. Let me get...
Tries to wipe some of the
yes,
blood
we will
off of
say
them.
yes. You come to under Bruno's careful administrations.
Oh, no, you're fine. I stitched your whole face back on.
What?
Oh yeah, don't sneeze for like 2 or 3 weeks though.
I am in audible pain.
Oh, that will, yeah. The good drugs I don't have.
Like,
so this is kind
an
of...
hour ago, you didn't have a face, so...
Wait, can I talk? Wait, that's a good question. Can I speak? Or
Yes,
is
you
it
can
too-
speak. It's not like straight across your mouth. It's kind of cuts across one eye and down one cheek. And it's
God,
not affected your vision though. It just looks awesome.
Yeah, check that out. I saved the eye. I could have blocked that thing out, no problem, but I kept it in.
You smooth out the papers that were retrieved from the inner pocket of the leather jerkin of your assailant. You spread them out on the floor there, and they're a bit blotched with blood, but you do find at least one of them is immediately recognizable to all of you. It appears to be this portrait.
Oh, yo, this looks just like you, Indigo.
We've seen that pic.
It's a
What?
joke, I'm trying to set us up. I'm trying to lighten the situation.
Oh. Yeah, I just
It's
killed
comedy.
people, Bruno. Not really the time for jokes.
So you have assumed the identity of someone a lot of people are trying to kill.
I guess.
The other page has some writing on it, and if anybody who can read would care to check it out, that is
You should
in your
do that. You should
in
do
your
that, Bruno.
handouts folder. There is a PDF called QF Note. Feel free to take a look at that.
Hang on. We'll just open up ye old web browser. Which I maybe should have had open before. All right.
Your first time, Max?
He's holding up the page. Bruno holds up the page
Hang on
to
a second.
the flickering candlelight, and he's trying to make out the words amongst the blotches of blood stain on the
I can do
page.
it.
Look, there's a lot of blood here. All right. Wait, I think I've sussed it out. For the personal attention of Herr Adolphus Kufto, the 9 Stars Coaching Inn, the Middenheim Road, Altdorf. My dear Herr Kufto, I'm not going to do it in the accent.
Oh, come on!
My all right, I'll do my best human accent.
Human.
My dear Herr Kufter, you may recall a certain conversation we had last Brautzeit in the public room of the Hook and Hatchet in Nuln. At that time, you mentioned your interest in the activities of a certain society, whose name I shall not mention here.
God damn it.
In particular, you were very anxious to trace the whereabouts of a certain officer known only as the Magister Impedimente. I am now able to confirm each and every one of our suspicions. Ooh, each and every one. After your departure, I made some discreet inquiries and managed to ascertain the gentleman you are looking for uses the name Castelliberung. That's a problem. In accordance with your plan, Herr Lieberung will be traveling towards Altdorf along the Middenheim Road sometime towards the end of the month of Yardlong. I have also been fortunate enough to secure a likeness of Herr Lieberung, which I enclose in this letter. I remain, sir, your most obedient servant, QF.
Huh.
Well, that was a whole lot of bad news.
Yeah.
Wow, Indigo, you're in charge of a
I'm
secret
Caster
society.
Lieberung. I guess.
Yeah. Boy, I thought you were just rich.
I mean, I guess they come. It's kind of like a parcel deal. You just one comes with the other.
All rich people are heads of secret. No, some rich people are just rich and they just drink and
So,
nothing bad happens to
Do
them.
we stop
Really?
pretending that you are Castor Lieberung? This seems like a good idea.
I mean, I still have the guy's face, so
But
Yeah.
you're not him.
that's true. This guy, I don't think, stopped to ask many questions.
Well, you
Wow. Maybe I should have swapped your face with Trebbiano's face while he was under.
Oh. So
Under
you would have
what?
taken my face off and
Right.
put it on his face.
Right.
Huh.
I would have had the same
Interesting.
problem.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, that's a good point.
Like a good premise for a short story
Yeah.
or one of them Globe Theater performances.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Man could sing us out of that
Magister-
beforehand.
Impedimente.
Well, that
Yeah.
answers one question, right?
No, wasn't that the person we were supposed to find?
No, that's
Yes.
that's Caster is. Wait, I think yeah. In particular, you were anxious to trace the whereabouts of a certain officer known only as the Magister Impedimente. I'm now able to confirm each and every one of our suspicions. Managed to ascertain that the gentleman you were looking for uses the name Caster Lieberung.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
boy,
he's
it's gonna
an-
be tough. Go.
He's an officer in this society as a magister. The same society this guy wants to be part of, but didn't make it because he didn't kill him.
No, it just says he's interested in it.
But
It doesn't say why.
Who's our Kufto? The guy we killed? You
I
guys
am-
killed?
He had his he had
Yes.
this letter, so.
Huh.
Well,
So some good news here. We aren't officially wanted by a government, so what we did is not illegal.
What?
It's fine that we killed all those people.
What?
no.
Yeah, self-defense.
What?
I think what you mean to say is they were mutants.
Or that. You
It
know?
looked pretty
They attacked
mutated.
us. They went mad and attacked us.
That's a
So
good
the
point.
thing that is hopping out the most to me is that two things. One, on the way to Altdorf, which means you're talking about us and not the actual Castor Lieberung, because we met him coming the other way.
No, his coach was.
His
Did
coach
we?
was facing the other way, right?
It was turned over on its side.
Oh, so we don't know which direction it was going. Okay, so it could still maybe. It says gentleman in quotations, implying that,
Yeah.
that they know who we are. I'm confused.
I don't know. There's a
Gentleman
lot to read into
implies-
that. Yeah.
I think it's just
I-
a sarcastic remark.
Oh, the
Like, oh
But
yeah,
what
he's
the-
a real gentleman.
Well,
Mm.
but we saw the actual dead Castor Liberon, and he was dressed in very fine doublets and what have you.
Mm.
And he also did not have a purple thing on his chest. Or shoulder or whatever. Yefi, Yefi stripped him and looked. Like, she distinctly did that.
Are we sure? Not to. Yeffi's great.
Thanks,
But
Bruno.
you're welcome. But not, maybe not the best memory.
What? You talking about my memory?
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah,
like she
just-
would have, in the moment, called out and said, I found this thing. I don't know. Oh, what do we want to do now? Sorry, I am dwelling on the minutia. I am very distracted at present from the searing pain in my face.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Maybe you want to drink some booze. That's kind of it's a good start. Just a lot of it, constantly, for a couple of days, probably.
Okay.
Just then you'll be
Going to
drunk.
Buy it
So
for me, or...
I'll prescribe it.
Let's do something, I'm sorry.
So
Like, this isn't socialist healthcare.
Yeah, so are we gonna still get the money and then just fake a death?
Now we should definitely get the money
yeah,
because we've been through so much.
I'm happy with faking my own death.
You know what might be
It's not really your death, really.
right?
It's,
Yeah, it's
Sure.
Caster.
He's already dead.
Right. Oh, so we don't have to fake it. Anyway, here's what I think we should do. We go downstairs, we talk to the landlord, we tell him there's been a horrible incident and to call the authorities. And then we help put out the fire, and then we go to bed and leave in the morning.
On the
On the
Burning
boat,
down
if
boat?
it floats, and if not, I don't know.
maybe we should just leave now.
Maybe we
Abandon the captain?
should.
You were both talking at the same time. I don't know what you said.
You are proposing to abandon Captain Cortain?
Well, no, I'm just saying we go over and see if his boat's okay and get on it.
Okay, I
If
thought
it
you meant
is,
leave the city. Yeah, let's do that.
then if his boat's not okay, then yes, we will abandon him. What?
Okay.
Gotta go.
We
I
should
mean,
probably
guys,
go.
guy's a great guy. He's a good drinker. He has a boat.
I think we're fine. I don't think. I don't see how we could be in the wrong for killing those 4 people.
That's fair.
I
What?
feel a little weird about it.
You get used to it, you know. You legally kill a couple people, and then you just sort of all. Then you just learn it. You just figure it out.
Yeah, I usually just help people get rid of things they don't need.
Yeah,
I need.
so do I.
Oh dear.
Anyway,
Mm.
let's go check on the boat.
It's now, I'm going to say, about 2 in the morning. You spent a bit of time attending to Trebbiano's wounds. It was already quite late at night. You're definitely starting to feel worn out from your previous encounters, but you're not hearing much noise. It doesn't seem like many people are moving about.
What
would you like to do?
Head outside.
Okay, you head outside, out onto the wharf, and looking out, you can see that you don't see any flickering light coming from the deck of the Bell anymore. You can still see a dark haze in the air around it, and you can just make out the form of someone moving around on the deck of the boat itself, although you don't see the line of people with buckets anymore along its side.
Is it real dark out now?
It is quite dark. Yes.
We should at least let the captain know that someone tried to kill you and that we're okay. And so we wouldn't save your boat.
Okay. I light my lantern.
Okay. Yep. So it's quite dark as the light of the moon and the the stars are somewhat dimmed by the thick haze of smoke that lingers in the air over the boats and the wharf. You light your lantern, and you make your way across the road towards the dock where the moorings of the Bell are. The gangplank is here in place.
Captain?
You call out, and you can see the dark shape of the captain appear on the deck, coming up from the hold below. And he looks, and he kind of squints and tries to peer at you, and he says, "Oh, Indigo, is that you?
Yes.
Come
How's
aboard.
she doing, Captain?
Come aboard."
Okay.
He kind of waves
I will.
you up. Is the whole group going up, or just Indigo?
I'll go with him.
Yeah.
Boat.
Yeah. Okay. The four of you make your way onto the deck and meet Captain Joseph Cortain halfway across. He's clearly he looks much more serious than you're used to seeing him. His face is smudged with dark soot. He's still holding a dirty rag in one hand that is dripping a dark liquid. He looks at you and he says, "Oh, it could have been worse, Indigo. It could have been worse." And he claps you on the shoulder.
Oh. That's good to hear. Is the ship okay?
Oh yes. Someone has hurled several oily rags, produced a lot of smoke, and a bit of fire spread, and it got onto some of the spare sailing and some of the ropes over here. But it caused more smoke and alarm than any actual damage to the boat itself. I'm out of sail, which is quite distressing, but it can be replaced. The cargo is well contained. Some of the crates have been scorched, but none of it is damaged.
Excellent.
Not
That's
too
good to hear.
bad.
No. It seems odd. If someone was out to destroy my boat or my cargo, it's not the way I would think to go about it.
Yeah.
Who would have done this?
Yeah.
Well, good news. I think the person who did do it won't be around to do it anymore.
What makes you think that? Did you catch one of them?
In a sense, yes. We caught all of them, I believe.
Oh, excellent. Good.
They're dead. They're dead now.
Oh my! Indeed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
I believe there was some sort of assassination attempt. They were trying to get us for some reason.
It nearly
Shooting
worked.
us
Look at my
across
face.
Yeah, look at Trebbiano's face.
yeah, that looks heinous. My God, what have they done to you, Trebbiano?
Handsome. It looks. Tell him it looks handsome.
What? Are these? And you think that this is all of them? You don't think anyone else will be coming to look for them?
Not for a while, at least.
What of the local authorities? Should we worry about trouble from them?
Not if we leave.
Think so.
You think we should shove off at first light?
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems a prudent measure. Do you want to sleep here aboard the boat then for what remains of the night, and as soon as it is light enough, we'll push off?
That might be best.
We love you,
Very
for
good.
God's sake.
It is a plan. Get what rest you can. I'll see to the crew, and as soon as there's enough light to push off, we shall do so.
Great.
I need a drink.
Oh yes, please.
Marches back to the
This guy's very cool about all of this. He's just totally okay with it.
He marches back to the cabin back there that's built up on the back of the barge. Yefi, it sounds like you're following him.
Yes, I would very much like a drink.
Excellent. He goes into the very familiar to you now mess, pulls out a bottle, and pours himself a brandy, and as he sees you walking in, he pours you one as well.
Good. Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, nice.
Yes.
Uh,
What do you know of these people, Yefi? Why do they wish you so ill, or Indigo so ill?
We're trying to sort that out. It might be a mistake. We're not sure. We bumped into some people in Altdorf who had strange tattoos.
Strange tattoos? What kind of strange tattoos? Chaos, marks of chaos.
What I don't know what that looks like, but a purple hand.
I don't know what that means, but it can't be good.
No, can't be good.
You don't think they're anyone to do with the Orlocks?
I hope not.
I mean, you delivered that parcel, correct?
Yeah.
And that went well? There was no problems there?
No.
Oh, okay. All right, good.
Okay. That's good.
Well, Yefi, here, have another. He pours you another drink.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Have another and see if you can get a little rest. We have yet an hour or two of darkness before we will disembark.
Aye.
He takes a swig and then he leaves the mess with bottle still in hand. Heads back to his cabin.
Okay. Come back out. So, whatever that is on my breath, just...
Do y'all think it's a little weird that stuff was designed to smoke and not burn down the boat?
No.
And that the captain pointed out the fact that it's not a good way to burn down the boat, implying that someone who needs the boat might have been involved in its burning.
That
Un
seems
poquito.
a little suspicious.
Okay, just want to make sure it's not me. Just want to make sure. We can sleep now.
What?
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go back to sleep.
All right, you.
Bruno.
I'm gonna stay up and keep watch.
Okay.
I'm
But
not.
I do. Yeah. I do. As you glance back, I am looking longingly at Yefi walking away.
Could I maybe get some surgery? I am very hurt from that battle.
Oh my
Remember when
god!
Indigo
I'm
almost
hurt from
died?
that. Yeah, I almost died. I forgot all about that. Oh, I've been so caught up in the adventure, I forgot about my own pain, which has never happened before. Wow.
You took several crossbow bolts, as I recall.
I took 2 whole points of damage. That's awful.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
So
How do
maybe
you do this
one,
all the time,
one
Indigo?
crossbow bolt.
Yeah.
You were
I
nicked
took
by
8
a
whole
bolt.
points of damage, so...
Look at this hole in my chest. It's like
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
tough,
an inch.
buddy!
You
Oh,
seen
it's
anything
real.
like this before? It's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's pretty interesting. Not like all of these holes, at least. They're way different than... These are more like stab wounds and bludgeonings and...
Yeah, I mean that looks bad, but you're used to it. You're kind of all grizzled scar tissue at this point, I assume.
Yeah, you're right. I'm in a tremendous amount of pain.
If I'm not sleeping anyway, can I just patch up Indigo too?
Yeah, you can make
Okay.
whatever surgery checks you want to.
It's per person per battle, right?
Correct.
Right. So
Okay.
you can do it on yourself too, right?
Yep, you could.
Oh, ooh, dangerous.
Yeah, remember, in all of these, if you fail the check, you could cause more harm than good.
Yeah, but you won't do that. You're the best
that.
doctor ever.
Exactly.
Where are you rolling
11.
for?
To do surgery on you.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, lay down here. Just yeah.
11
And,
on
11.
Indigo? That is
That's
enough.
11. Whew.
You...
I feel a little shaky now, though. Ugh. Anyway, who's next?
You heal Indigo 1d6 plus 1 wounds.
7 wounds.
Nice.
Almost at full.
This is a useful talent. I'm glad I selected this.
Are you performing it
believe
on
you
yourself
almost-
as well, Bruno?
All right.
And so you don't have to.
Does
Don't let
Yefi
me-
need healing?
I'm actually fine.
Wow.
I
Just
did
the
not-
mental scars.
Just the
She's
mental
really going to
stuff.
be okay without you, buddy. It's okay. You don't have to keep asking about her.
There's one on me. Oh no. Oh, I got a 7 on myself though.
You cause 1d4 points of damage to yourself.
All right, and then I just do this. Oh! Oh! Oh!
Did you get a 4? Yes. You're so used to doing it on other bodies, you just weren't prepared for the fact that you would actually feel it.
Oh my god!
Usually just
Is
stick
this
the
what
knife
this
in here and
feels
it's
like?
no... Oh, God!
Is this what I
God.
do to people? Okay, I have 1 hit point left, but that's no problem.
Oh my god, you have a hit point! I thought you were dead!
Oh no!
Wait a minute, hold on. What are everyone's max wounds? I need to know.
I have 7.
7?
Yeah.
Okay, so 7. Your max wounds are 7. What about you? What about you guys?
12.
12.
How the fuck do I have 3 max wounds?
It's
That's a
because
good
you have
question.
a penalty to your toughness and you're an academic. You have the lowest die with a penalty on it. It's a bad combo.
Oh my lord. Okay. Those are great. I'm glad you guys have so much health. It's a relief for me because I was using myself as a point of reference. This is great.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Oh, wow, boy, I'm feeling a little woozy now. I'm not sure I did this right. I'm just gonna lie down here on the surgery table and take a little nap.
It's sleep time. Sleep naps
yeah.
for everyone.
I'm just gonna, if you could just, Indigo, if you could just hold this big cloth right here to
Yeah,
my
you
surgery.
got it, buddy.
Yeah, thanks. I'm just gonna, so cold.
All right.
That was the worst surgery ever.
That was pretty bad.
Yeah, but what are the chances it'll happen again?
Slim. Pretty slim.
You spend the night, or what remains of it, on deck. Bruno, you're definitely not able to stay awake. You are so distressed by the horrific self-mutilation. You wake up the next morning, still tired, still aching from the night before, but with the feeling of motion. You realize that as the light creeps up over the horizon, that the crew is already fast at work, pushing the boat off of the wharf and poling down the River Bogen.
Excellent.
Yes. They give you grim nods as they go about their work, and they generally leave you to your business as they continue to pull down the river. It's a little overcast today, a light drizzle on and off, but nothing too terrible. You're able to take shelter in the hold or in the crew's quarters while they're working on deck if you like. And you pass a day traveling down the River Bogen. Captain says it will be a couple more days before you reach Bogenhafen.
Can Bruno try again?
On his own wound? No, he can make 1 check per injuring event.
Okay, I thought it was like a time-based deal.
No, it's not time. It's more per injury.
So do we get
So
natural healing
You
because
do,
of the time passage?
but it's per week.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, so you need
I
to
really
spend...
joke it though. I've kind of fashioned myself a little cane, and I sort of hobble around now. Oh, that was a crazy battle. Oh, I've been thinking about that for a long time. I've seen.
Spent some time trying to dig out the head of that crossbow bolt before realizing it wasn't actually in there.
Does anyone want any bits of my flesh, though? I've got plenty to go around.
Wow.
Oh man. So How do you know? Do we think the captain's in on this at all? It seems slightly suspicious that his boat was totally fine.
Oh, I was not implying the captain.
Oh, sure, not the captain, but not Hans, but maybe one of the other shifty fellows.
I mean, if they were trying to kill us, they would have killed us in our sleep, right?
They were trying to kill us.
They were trying to kill Indigo, right? I mean, they were
Yeah.
shooting you with crossbows, yeah. I guess that's true.
Perhaps the fire was just to try to get him out of the inn, so as to avoid... They might have thought we were keeping watch, and we were, right? That's the reason we saw the boat in the first place.
Yeah.
I think that's probably what happened, but I think it's good to keep an eye out to see if any of the crew is actually trying to kill him.
Yeah,
Me.
that's probably a good setting to be on, is the suspicious of crew setting.
Yeah.
Do we glean any info on that? I guess not. I guess we'd have to ask people and look weird. I don't want to do that.
Let's just ask to see people take their shirts off and check for any tattoos.
Yeah, that's not weird, Bruno.
Well, the guy who tried to kill Indigo didn't have a tattoo.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Oh, right. He killed those other two guys because he's going after members of the society.
Right. Was.
Well, what? Right.
Right.
What was that guy's name again?
According to this letter, Adolphus Kufto.
Adolphus Kufto.
Assuming he's the one, who actually received, that's a letter to him, and it's not something he just picked up or stole or whatever.
Yeah.
Or was delivering. Yeah, we can. I'm willing to assume that he was the man.
Yeah.
It takes you 4 days to make your way down the River Bogen from Weisbruck. Now free of the canal, there's a little bit more navigation that happens as the river winds around down to the south. But it's fairly easy going. Occasionally it rains a little off and on, but not terribly much. Nothing that you can't deal with. And it's generally a peaceful journey. So you make it 4 days. That's half a week for in our 8-day Imperial weeks. So another 4 days before you're going to get any natural healing. Although it is the evening of Jarjung the 33rd when you finally arrive in Bogenhafen.
Oh.
And the crew starts to on that day starts to become quite jolly and excited. And you hear them speaking frequently about how tomorrow is Mitterfrühl. And they've arrived just in time for the festival.
Schaffenfest. The town meadow is where it will be held. That's right.
So it's the evening. That evening, you pull up into you pass through the walls on the north side of Bogenhafen, and you pull up along to a pier there on a road, on the Ostendam Road, and it is around supper time as you pull up. The crew eagerly piles off of the boat to go find a tavern to go have their supper, while the captain immediately starts haggling with the wharf master there about his cargo and taxes. But you are free to do as you will.
Excellent.
Just in time for Shopping Fest.
Yeah. Love me some shopping.
Yeah, I'm gonna shop till I drop. Which won't be long because I am dying.
Maybe we should find you a surgeon.
That's incredibly offensive. I've done
So is the
excellent
trail of
surgery on
blood that you have
myself.
been leaving everywhere, so.
That's just the standard recovery from the surgery I did on myself, which I was able to succeed at.
Yeah, so here's the thing. You have established that you are really quite good at this for other people. But then you just took a knife and stabbed it into your own abdomen. And I cannot...
Well, that's what I do on other
face-
people too. I don't,
I know. I don't know why we are here. But we are. And you will die. Eventually. We will not die eventually, but very quickly will death find you if you do not... You see what I'm saying, these things?
Well, halflings live forever, actually.
Oh, do they?
Bruno, what would you do if you got stabbed in the back?
What are you implying?
I'm implying that you can't.
Are you gonna
fix that
stab
yourself.
me?
No, I'm not gonna
Oh.
stab you.
I couldn't fix that myself. I see.
Yeah. So
Fun hypothetical.
it's okay to go see another surgeon.
I got stabbed in the front though, so it's no big deal. I took care of this one.
I'm going on record to show that I have tried. Let us go into the city.
Look, we have to find. Let me check this letter. Dietrich Barl.
Who's that?
He's the lawyer. Because you're
Oh.
caster, he's your lawyer, or he's the lawyer of the Lieberung estate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes. But, like, we can fest a little bit first, right?
Do we want to do that? It seems like you're being hunted. You're both part of a secret cult and being hunted by a different, seemingly secret cult. Kind of a
Is it
yeah,
a cult if
scary
it is
situation.
like one guy?
There's
Yeah,
that
there
one
was
guy.
you
like
need at least
4
two.
guys.
There's at least two. There's a guy who wrote the letter QF or whatever. Woof.
Oh, this
Yeah.
is a good point. We should keep an eye out for people with those initials.
F.
Woof.
But it is the Schaffenfest.
It is the shop.
Fest.
So,
That's right. So let's get him a mustache.
I would like to buy a fancy belt gauge.
you need a mustache again.
All right, it sounds like we're Schaffenfesting.
Yeah,
Oh, well, it doesn't
Yeah.
start till we have to sleep. It doesn't start till tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have to sleep first.
Night's rest is fine by me, man.
All right, so
In a
you,
bed?
Yeah. Do you go find an inn here along the Ostendam Road, right here along the river?
Normally, Trebbiano would not need such luxury, but lots of pain and then sleeping on a boat.
Is that luxury?
Maybe
I don't
we
know.
could find
Where's a
a...
nice
Luxury
where's
is a
nice-
bed.
Where's a nice tavern that will be like down near the center of where the fest is going to take place?
Yeah, close to the
Um,
fest.
Excellent. The map that we are all looking at here, I've placed in full in your handouts. If anybody cares to take a peek at it, but yep, it's called
I will refresh.
Bogenhafen map.
Oh, there it is. Yes, I had to
Nice.
refresh.
Excellent. So feel free to peer about. But okay, so you head down perhaps the Hafenstrasse
The Hafenstrasse.
Good old Hofenstrasse.
into
Not
the
all the-
town proper.
Not all the way to the weg, though.
Not all the way to the way.
That's what my mother used to say. Never all go full weg. Yeah. Wait. So it says the meadow. So the meadow is the south, probably.
Yeah.
The invite says the meadow, the town meadow.
Oh yeah, that doesn't maybe not labeled.
So I'm assuming the town meadow is the place in the town that is green, like a meadow.
I think maybe
That
the
makes
meadow is this part outside of town. Just outside the southeastern walls. I'll ask someone.
Let's ask
Oh
someone
yeah,
what
that's the
meadow is.
festival court and stocks. So that must be it.
Yeah.
Sorry, these
Ooh,
are
and then
labeled.
So we
a
do go to
bridge.
the WEG.
Oh, they are
Yeah,
labeled.
we do. We gotta go to the
There's no way.
Beg.
Full weg time.
You go full WEG.
All right, so it's evening. You're headed down the Hafenstrasse towards Dreikplatz.
Yeah.
And appears to be sort of official-looking buildings, town hall of some kind. You see the Gartenplatz across the way, which appears to be some kind of large temple. And you just look for a passerby to ask them some questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a child though.
Sure,
An
sure.
adult.
An adult.
Yeah.
Say, excuse me, mein Herr. Yes. How may I help you? You need directions? You are here for
We're
the
looking
festival?
for an inn.
Oh,
We're
there are
looking for an
many.
inn.
Yes.
Hopefully close to the fest.
Oh, then you want an inn near the guilds? Then I suggest the Journey's End. Journey's End is just off the Nulneveg. Go down this way. He points down the road. Go down this way. You take the first right, go all the way to the end of the block, and it's right across the street. The Journey's End.
What does your sign look like?
Like a winding road.
Nice.
Great.
Kind of an inauspicious
And
name.
what's their specialty?
Uh-oh.
Like, do they have good food? What is for beds? Oh no, I'm freezing.
Yeah, we got a little robo Yefi voice there.
Oh no.
What?
Yeah, I noticed my camera was freaking out. Yefi was asking,
Yes.
can you hear me?
Yes, we can
Yeah.
hear you.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay. But yeah. So like, what's the specialty there? Like the meals, the beds, the music. Are there entertainers?
Well, let's see.
Came a long way for this fest. We need it to
Good
be
question.
nice. We need to entertain.
It's furthest from the river, so it's not the best food. And the beds are fine; they're comfortable. It is close to the guild halls if you have business there, but the reason to stay is it's very close to the festival. So if you want to just roll out of bed in the morning and you're in the festival, that's the place to stay.
Okay, that's great. So that's a good place to stay. So what's a good place to eat?
Oh, a good place to eat.
What are you, a foodie now?
Shout out
No,
to
but
this
you are, jerk, and I'm trying to get you a good meal. So shut up.
Yeah. Oh, blame it on me somehow.
Yeah. Oh. You know, I don't know why I do nice things for you. You're such a jerk.
That's what my mom always said too.
Yeah. Where she dropped you.
I recommend the golden trout.
Golden trout.
Yeah,
That sounds amazing.
It's the back way you have come across from the Drickeplatz, just on Bergstrasse there. Yeah, go down there. Go down the Bergstrasse, past the Drickeplatz. On the right, you look for a picture of big golden trout. Is the best seafood in all of Bogenhafen.
Excellent.
Great.
Right.
Let's go there.
Good.
Okay.
Thanks, stranger.
Thank you, sir. Here's a shilling for your trouble.
Enjoy the festival. Thank you very much.
Uh-huh.
Nice people in Bogenhafen.
Almost think about sliding hand my shilling back. Buy me the biggest turkey in the land. Take it back.
You have like a bunch of fucking shillings dangling from strings on your hands.
Oh,
That's
here you
what the
go.
rings were
Yeah.
for.
No, little boy, you can't have the coins. You think that you have swindled me, but I have swindled you. Alright, well, let's get some food.
Okay.
All right.
Right,
I'm
you
gonna
head
order
over-
the golden trout.
You head
I'll let
over
you
to
know.
the.
That's what I was going to do. We can share it.
You head over to the Golden Trout. It is a fine-looking tavern. It doesn't appear to be. It's not an inn. There are not rooms here. It appears to be just a tavern, just for food and drink. But it looks quite nice, and the smells coming from it are quite delectable. There's quite a crowd here gathering for dinner. In fact, in general, you're noticing as you walk around the streets of Bogenhafen, you're thinking it seems fairly crowded for this time of night in a town the size of Bogenhafen, and you realize, of course, it must be due to the festival.
Wow.
You
Very
enter.
excited for this fest.
There's a bit of a wait. There's a bit of a wait at the Golden Trout for a table to clear up, but eventually you are seated, and you order some fine victuals, which are a bit pricey. They charge you for the fresh trout. They charge you 6 shillings apiece.
Ooh.
And it includes some nice variety of sides, as well as a good stout ale to go with your meal. It's quite nice,
Wow.
but also quite pricey.
It's a good thing we got all that money off of those people we murdered in self-defense.
Yep.
How many people are getting the trout?
Sorry,
Oh,
I kind of mine muted when you said the price precisely, and then I heard everything else.
6 shillings.
All right. Sure.
Expensive
Who am I to
crap.
turn up my nose at Valiant Seafood? Yeah, I'm doing it.
Valiant seafood.
So whoever wants to just cover me, that'd be great.
Oh my
You used
goodness.
40% of my money in Altdorf. I am not paying for you.
I got Bruno.
Great, thanks.
Oh
You know, if it
my
makes you feel
gosh.
better, I also stitched up your horrible wounds. So
You did save
know,
my life, actually.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so
sure,
Yeah.
I'll buy you a trout. Actually, I'll buy Bruno the trout, please. I'll buy
That's
Bruno
a whole-
anything.
Got it? Alright.
not to hold that over anyone's head or anything, but
Yeah. You're way too short for that.
ooh,
As you sit there enjoying your meal, you can't help but overhear the murmur of the crowd as various people all seem to be talking about the festival and the delights that they are looking forward to partaking in. You hear a couple older-looking farmers, you would guess, speaking of the livestock market. You see a young couple speaking with an older-looking dwarf who are discussing the jousting to happen and who their favorites are for the results of the joust. The dwarf then, as they discuss the various jousters, then turns the conversation to the wrestling ring, and he seems quite excited to see some wrestling matches there. You hear another group nearby at another table talking. Have you heard that there are to be a freak show and all kinds of unsightly and unusual things to be seen? They seem quite excited about that.
ow. This is my favorite part of the game.
And yet more people murmuring of all the merchants that have been attracted to the festival and how they will get to do all this great shopping and be able to buy all these unusual goods that one would normally have to travel wide and far to find. They'll all be gathered here in one spot for the festival, and they've been saving their money eagerly for months to go and splurge on the festival.
Well, this sounds great.
Well, yeah.
This makes me forget about the horrible conspiracy or whatever we're caught up in, you know?
Yeah.
Almost.
You know? They're
Almost.
probably not here. Fine.
Why would they be in the most populous city in the area at this time, converged upon a very large thing that we know you would probably go to?
Exactly.
In fact, the city where we know he's going to, because that's where he's got to meet the lawyer. Yeah.
Well, right, but this is news too. Like, the fact that Castor needs to meet his lawyer is news to Castor, right? Probably he
that
didn't tell
does-
everybody about it.
Yeah,
Who's
hopefully not.
everybody?
His cult. The people trying to kill his cult.
Now, technically, it's a society, not necessarily a cult.
Yeah, it's a capital S society. As somebody from a capital S society, listen, that's a cult.
Yeah. We live in a society. A lowercase society.
Well, I, for one, am looking forward to the wrestling and the freak show.
Yeah, Indigo, are you going to enter the joust?
Oh, I don't know. I don't really joust. Me and horses, we don't really get along.
No?
They're just too big sometimes, you know?
They are
They're
definitely
just too big.
Yeah.
Wrestling,
going to
I
do
would
it.
I would wrestle.
Would you
Wrestling
now?
sounds fun. Yeah. What about you, Trebbiano? Come on, we can test our mettle in the wrestling rink.
I have an open wound.
It's
Yeah.
basically closed. You're fine.
Basically.
It's basically closed. I'm also like, a stiff breeze would blow me over. I am like the least athletic person. I would love to cheer on Indigo from the sidelines of whatever sport he chooses. Though I have the art for it, I have not the flesh for it.
Hmm.
I mean,
Well, I'm happy to place some side bets on Indigo's performance.
Hey.
uh,
Thanks.
Not
whose
necessarily.
money?
Not necessarily for you. I'm gonna, kind of analyze the competition.
Oh yeah. Also, with whose money?
I'm gonna win, so they're just gonna give me money. It's not. I don't need to give them money because I'd only need to do that if I lost.
Have you ever gambled before? You have. I've watched you do it, and you were shit at it. So this makes sense.
That guy was cheating. He was cheating.
Granted, but
Yeah. Nobody's gonna cheat in wrestling. How can you do? I mean, I can think of a couple ways.
Yeah.
Indigo, are you interested in cheating? And definitely winning.
No.
Oh.
let's see how we can sign you up. This will be entertaining until we
Yeah.
have to go and possibly die.
Yeah. See, nice. We fest a little bit, and then we go. Do the rest.
Best.
What about you,
Best
Yefi? Do
before
you
the
joust?
Yeah. This is delicious fish, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Now I'm here for the shopping, and maybe talk to some of those dwarves, see if any of them are from that place. Then I need.
Are you
No.
sure that's a good idea?
Why?
So, if they were from that place, wouldn't they understand that you have shit that you stole from them?
What? I didn't steal anything.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, you tripped, fell, and
What?
it fell in your hand, and you fell out the door. I'm sorry.
Family heirlooms.
Of course, yes, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to have offended you thus. Would you like to get inside my backpack? Old times. I don't know how to sign up for wrestling. I don't even know. Who do you talk to? Maybe we should talk to one of these people kind of enjoying their fish around us and ask, I heard about wrestling, blah, 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 blah. Look at this guy. He's a big old human. Not as big as me, but definitely sturdier.
Yeah,
Let's,
big old human that looks like that guy.
Yeah, maybe
Oh,
calling
he does
attention
look
to
like
ourselves
that
is a
guy, huh?
bad idea. Yes, okay, sorry. Great point there, Yefi.
Oh,
But
thanks.
we could kind of, grease the odds a little.
Like greasing him?
You
Wait,
wanna
no,
grease
like-
me, Bruno?
What a disgust. No,
Bruno,
how do we
do you wanna
grease the odds
grease
of him
me?
not being recognized?
It's idiomatic. No, look, he.
I don't want to get greased by you, Bruno. I don't want to get covered in grease.
No, you already said you didn't want to cheat. I understand. No grease necessary. But we stand you up. We kind of boost you up. We're like, look how tough and strong Indigo. He's a big competitor. And then say
not have him
Yefi comes
compete.
up and kind of gives him a push, and Indigo he sells it. He falls down. He takes a knee, takes a dive, and then people are gonna be like, that guy sucks, and the odds will be terrible against him. We'll put a bunch of money on him, and then he wins.
So when are you going to start hearing the words that we are saying? Soon, I hope? Because we do not think we should compete if we do not want to attract attention to him, and just get attempts. Like, attention is this axis, and then attempt made on Indigo's life is this axis, and it's like a pretty linear thing going on.
And I've never been very good at math.
Like the room.
Oops.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Trip has.
I guess what we could do is just meet the lawyer and get all that money without really trying that hard.
Yeah. After we
Okay.
fast for a little bit.
After we fest, all right, little fest. Then we go see the lawyer. We get out of here before any of this
Then we
cult
fest
stuff
some more.
catches up with us.
Well, you're going to be
Sure.
open during the fest?
Excellent question.
Guess we'll find out.
They'll probably have
Wanna-
a stand set up, for.
When they ask around where he might be or who he is, someone who's not Indigo may inquire. Is that a big word? Might ask.
That's That's probably a good idea. Which one of us besides Indigo is the most personable? Because we're all great, in my opinion.
Trib has a new scar, though.
That's true. He looks pretty intimidating.
Oh, wait, is this the kind of lawyer that's all like, have you been injured in a carriage crash? Have you been punched in the face by your lawyer? Please. Sign up.
I really like the idea of an ad of a lawyer that says, "Have you been punched in the face by your lawyer?"
So the evening is wearing on, and you realize, of course, that you're in the Golden Trout, and you can see the waitstaff seem to be eager for you to move along. There are no rooms here.
I'm still drinking.
All right, let's get out of here. Come on, yeah.
You'll have to drag me out.
Okay.
All right, so you exit the Golden Trout onto the Bergstrasse, and where are you going?
We go full weg
Yeah.
to the.
I don't know why that's funny.
You guys,
We go full weg to the end to the journey's end.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
You head down the Nolmerweg.
Okay. It just means way. It's just way in German.
I don't care.
And you head, eventually finding the Journey's End Inn, which you can see is fairly crowded.
I should have booked ahead of time.
Well, you know what they say: if there's a wag, there's a way. Thank you for not laughing at my joke, Pauline.
Oh dear.
Yeah. She made a decision.
Alright, what do we see?
You push into the inn. The common room of the inn is also clearly they were also serving dinner here, and it seems to be well underway. Fairly crowded, a lot of people eating. It takes you a little time to try and flag down the innkeep to inquire about a room. Who's doing that?
I'll do it.
Excellent.
Yes.
Yefi, will you roll me a fellowship test, please?
Oh no, I rolled a 6.
Ah, you want a room on the night of the fest?
Yes, I do.
I can't do it. I can give you space. I can give you space in the common room. I can give you space in the common room for 10 shillings a night for tonight.
What?
Each.
You're saying all your room is full. All your rooms are full.
Oh yes. Oh
Hello?
yes. I've been booked for weeks in advance due to the festival.
Mm-hmm. Are any of those people important people? We've
What?
got some important
They're all very
people.
important guests. What do you mean important? Of course they're
Do they
important.
matter?
I mean, people who really matter to the rest of the economy of this city.
There are people I know who will not, who have paid in advance and will not welch on their debts.
Well, how much? I'm not going to welch on my debt, sir. That is an insult to my personage.
Well, I can give you space in the common room. It's the best I can do. Do you want it or not?
5 shillings a night.
Look at this guy.
Yeah. Nice.
Roll me a fellowship test there, Indigo.
Yeah.
Can I
That's a
recognize
4.
him?
That's a 4. Excellent. 5 shillings a night. I'm sure there's plenty of. I'm not in dire need of spreading out the room. I'm sure someone will take it for 10.
No one's gonna take it for 10. The common room, 10 shillings per person a night.
That's
7
just-
shillings a night.
Oh, this gentleman, I think, over here wants some space in the common room. Is that right, sir? Oh, yes. Oh, very good. 2 of you, it'll be a carl. He takes the carl from the man. Do you want the
Oh,
space or
wow.
not? It's going fast.
Oh my goodness. But aren't we sitting with all these people in the same room, and one of them could be sick, or they could steal our money, and then where would we be? I hear that sometimes during...
It's not called the common room without reason.
Oh, I understand.
It's where the commoners stay.
And I'm saying I'm not really talking to this guy anymore. I'm talking to everyone.
It's a pretty crowded space. Pretty crowded space.
It seems like I'm talking to him, but really, Yefi is like, but someone could be sick. I mean, sometimes people get like that cough that they get after a long, and then sometimes, I stayed in a common room once and my money was gone the next day, and right before the fest, what a tragedy that would be, especially so close to all the festivities. Everybody's going to want to stay in the common room.
Don't hurt yourself, Bruno. We cannot afford to. We cannot afford it.
You attempt to sow unrest, Yefi, but it falls on deaf ears. It seems that many people are very eager for the space, and you get the sense that if you don't take this deal, you may have to go find some place further away to stay.
I mean, do we want to pay 2 crowns a night?
Just one night. We're gonna be rich tomorrow.
I guess. Okay.
We do want to wake and shop, right? You know.
I do want to wake and fest. I'll give the guy 2 Carls.
All right,
for
great.
All of us.
Great.
Yeah, if we're gonna do it, let's do it all the weg.
You do it all the way.
I'm going full weg.
You pay the 2 Carls, and he points you to the common space, which is basically where they were serving dinner. They start to clear out. When they clear out, they'll make space for you to all lay your bedrolls. Takes your money, and you definitely get the sense. Yeah, there's it's gonna be elbow to elbow tonight.
Damn.
But you will make the best of it that you can. Nevertheless, even though the quarters are tight and the bed's expensive, everyone seems to be in a pretty good mood, and there's a lot of chatter, more continued chatter about the many delights that await in the morning for at the festival. And you bed down for the evening.
Yeah.
Hold on to my stuff.
You carefully secure your wealth against the what you assume is a room full of cut purses. No one. You sleep lightly, waking occasionally as people shuffle about the space, and nobody relieves you of any of your precious equipment. And just as dawn starts to break, already people are getting up and starting to head out, and excitedly the noise level starts to rise. There's chatter, there's the smell of cooking breakfast, but many people are immediately leaving just to get out there into the festival right away.
And you get all the good deals.
All right, should we go fast?
You wake up a little tired, a little achy from your travels, but in a good, excited air.
Yeah. What's best? It's festive time.
That's best.
It's fest time. Let's go.
Excellent. You follow. You get up. You leave. You grab a quick bite of food or not, and leave the journey's end. Follow the crowd. It's fairly easy following the crowd south, down through town, out the southern gate, as they all shuffle their way through the gate towards the festival.
Yeah.
As you head out of the walls, out of the protective walls of the city, you can see indeed huge, tent city out here. Basically, a large amount of space that has been devoted to the festival. Makeshift streets and ways appearing between them as people hustle and bustle in the various directions. Is there a particular direction or attraction you are looking for?
I want to go shopping.
I want to go to the freak show.
Buying a birdcage.
Cool, let's split the party in this dangerous circumstance.
Bruno, come here. I'm gonna give you 2 crowns for the fest.
Wow! Oh.
2 crowns for the fest. There you go. Go have fun.
Wow. Yeah! I stick those in my mouth.
No! Don't eat the crowns!
No, it's where I'm keeping them safe.
Yeah, it is amazing every time Bruno does something that I keep remembering that he's smooth as a baby's bum on the head. I don't know why it's so much funnier to me that way, but I just wanted you guys to know.
Heading out the southern gate, you can see off to your right, you can see the lists set up for the joust. But you join the crowd turning to the left and coming around to the south eastern corner here of the town and into a large collection of tents where you can see a variety of merchants and stalls set up for the sale of all manner of goods. You pass by. I feel like there's a page missing here. That's interesting. You start searching around amongst the stalls. Is anybody looking for anything specific? You said shopping. I know Trebbiano, you're looking for a bird cage. Bruno, Indigo, Yefi, looking for anything in particular?
Just looking for exciting things.
Yeah.
The finer things in life, you know.
Excellent.
I'm actually going to look for empty space to start hawking my skills again.
Wow.
Like,
Okay.
like step right up, get a barb.
Yeah, a haircut, a quick fix for what ails you. Yeah.
Step right up, get a surgery.
Yeah. Street-side surgery.
Let me start with Trebbiano. Make me an intelligence test, please.
That is a 14.
Okay. So you pick your way through the stalls and you spend a moment sort of peering over the close to the northern end where the livestock pens are. And eventually you do find a small stall where somebody is selling a variety of animal husbandry equipment, variety of sort of bits and bridles, and there is a small brass birdcage amongst his goods. You think it's bigger certainly than your lantern, but still not enormous.
Great. I stroll up to the establishment.
Ah, welcome, sir. What can I interest you in today? A
I hold up
fine
my
new
lantern.
saddle, perhaps.
I hold up my lantern with the turn in it. I point to it, and then I point to the birdcage. I don't want to speak. Just not good at talking.
Ah, yes, of course. A lantern is an odd piece of equipment for such a creature. Ah, you've noticed my fine brass birdcage. A steal at a mere 15 shillings.
I thought you were going to say crowns, and I was about to go insane. Yeah, I'm buying it.
Yeah. Oh, excellent.
I'm not haggling. What, on the day like this? Nah.
Great.
15 shillings, you said?
Yeah.
Tis
It's
mine.
it's about the size of like a watermelon.
Yeah, that sounds good. Sounds great. Yep. And scene.
Excellent. Bruno, you're looking for a gap, a space in which to hawk your wares. And you immediately see, you start passing various stalls, and you hear the cat calls coming out from from the stall owners. Come try Dr. Zeus's Wonder Tonic. It will cure all ailments. And he's across the way. Don't listen to Dr. Zeus. I have rare elven spirit water. The finest elven spirit water in all the land. It will cure any disease. It will clear up any rash. Don't listen to these buffoons. I have genuine Norse and silver talismans. They bring great luck. They keep away the evil humors. You realize that you're just surrounded by people who sell and push variety of items, most of which your impression is are complete bunk. Roll me an intelligence test, Bruno.
18.
18, excellent. You notice, and you're looking for any gap and simply not finding one. You're like, well, there's got to be a space here where I can just sort of slide in. I'm just a small halfling. You look for a shorter, just as you spot a gap, you see two small boxes with a board set over them, and you see another halfling standing there with spreads out a large cloth on which are a variety of small bottles, containers of salves, and some surgical tools, which actually look to you to be legitimate.
Oh, hang on a second. How bald is this halfling?
Not bald at all. It appears to be a young halfling lady with long golden locks.
Halfling lady? No, I don't think there are any of those. Alright, it's a little suspicious, but I'll go up.
Okay.
What could possibly go wrong?
Oh, hello.
Hello?
Are you in need? Oh my goodness, you look unwell.
Wow.
You look quite pale, quite peaked. Can I, are you wounded? Have you lost a lot of blood recently?
A normal amount.
A normal amount? One shouldn't lose any.
Well, I had to perform surgery on myself, so some blood loss during a surgery is pretty normal.
But upon yourself, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. It's
tough.
so difficult. The pain must have been excruciating. Do you need some?
Yeah.
Do you need an analgesic?
Gesundheit?
A painkiller. You said you performed surgery on yourself, did you?
Yeah, I did. Correct.
I see. And where were you trained?
Here and there. A lot of self-learning. I'm sort of a self-starter. What's it to you, little girl?
Little girl? I'm not. I am a grown halfling woman, thank you very much. My name is Elvira. What's yours?
Bruno.
Bruno. That's a human name if I ever heard it. Are you from the Shire? The Moot, I should say.
I am from the Moot. Where are you from, young girl?
Oh, man.
Well, my shop is in Weisbrook. But I came down for the fest.
Hey, we were just at Weisbrook.
Oh, indeed. What were you doing there?
Nothing. Passing by.
Were you interested in the solve then, or no? Just going to jam sharp implements into your own body some more, without any anesthetic whatsoever. Did you at least wash? Please tell me you washed.
I wash once in a while. Yeah, when I get a chance. I'm a gentleman, so I can't. My implements can't be dirty.
Oh, you poor dear. Here.
What are you doing after this? Are you busy or what?
Oh dear. You need help, don't you?
I'll take the painkiller. Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, rub this onto your wounds. You'll find it takes the pain away. She hands you a little clay pot that appears to have some kind of like waxy substance in it. 6 pence.
Great. I start rubbing it on myself right here. Yeah. Test this out.
Okay, great. So you rub some onto your wound, or just anywhere on your body?
No, onto my wound.
You rub some onto your wound, and it actually does feel quite nice. Tingles a bit, starts to take some of a little numbness, a little cold kind of feeling.
This actually works.
Well, yes, of course.
Wow.
I am a physician.
Yeah, I just didn't think this was... Are you sure you're not like a wizard?
What?
A wizard disguised as a young girl doing magic.
No.
Magic healing.
It's not magic, it's science.
Let me see your surgery dagger.
Surgery dagger?
Yeah.
You need a finer implement to perform surgery than a dagger.
No,
look here.
Look
she points at, actually it has on the table right there. She says, well, here's a nice scalpel. It's quite delicate, easy to make fine cuts. If one needs to remove a bullet, perhaps, of someone who's been shot with a pistol or a firearm.
Wow. Usually I just, I dig it out. Just, check.
That's horrific.
Huh. All right, I'll take the little tiny dagger, little tiny surgery dagger too.
That's a Carl for that.
Ooh, look, I have these 2 Carls here. Sorry.
She seems both just mortified and yet like a car wreck. She just can't take her eyes away from the sight in front of her. You are a fascinating person, Bruno. Fascinating.
This is how I get dates in real life, too.
Hey, you want to see my money?
All right. Well, you take these. I'll take the tiny dagger, and I'll just practice. Yeah, practice surgery moves here. A little light. All right. Great. So, look, I'm just gonna go stand across the street for like the rest of the day. So if you need me, just flag me down.
Excellent.
I'll be there, Elvira.
Go get him, man.
Excellent. You have so she gives you her change. You have 19 shillings and 6 pence left. You've walked away with a scalpel and some poultice, a healing poultice. You use those on a surgery check, and they'll give you a +1 on any surgery check you use with them.
Right.
Oh man.
Excellent.
Life comes at you fast,
Indigo, Yefi, were you looking for anything in particular?
No, I'm not really sure. I think Yefi is having a good time.
Excellent.
I think she's, just enjoying eating and drinking. Maybe talking to some dwarves. I wasn't sure if any dwarves from Grisenflod would be here. The ones that Merkel had told me about.
You're looking around for a dwarf, and you spot one. There seems to be a you see a dwarf in this area where there's like a large wagon and a sort of semicircular space that has been roped off. And there's a large, brightly colored wagon next to it, and you see a dwarf there. He seems to be moving some crates around, like unpacking things from the back of this very brightly colored wagon. He's the first dwarf that you've seen out here.
Oh,
And it's largely been a largely human town.
okay. I'm guessing that Yefi has already gotten a tankard of something, and probably some kind of breaded meat of some kind that is wrapped in questionable paper. And she's just scarfing it, and she'll just meander on over, like, oh, I haven't seen a dwarf in a long time, so I forgot how that feels. And she's just gonna kind of come over and lean on one of the crates and like, hey.
Yefi, you lean on one of the crates to talk to him, and you hear, you feel a little movement in the crate. Something shifts and moves as you lean on it, and there's a scratching sound, and the dwarf spins to look at you, and he goes, "Hey, stay away from that!"
Oh, I'm gonna stay away from it because it makes scratching. What do you got in there?
Nothing. None of your business.
What do you
Come
mean
back.
their business? What do you mean it's not my business?
This,
What is in there?
This is not for you.
What's that?
This is not for you.
Oh,
Go around.
Well, who is it for? What?
It's for the crowd. It's for the show. If you wish to watch the show, you must join the crowd. And he points over to the roped off area.
Scaring people with snakes. Where are you from?
What?
You from? What hole did you claw out of?
I am. Look, I don't have to take this. I've work to do. I've got my eye on you.
Yeah, I got my eye on you.
You now hear a booming voice coming from over in that area where he was pointing, where the crowd is gathered. You can see a man has entered into the middle of the roped off area. He's wearing very brightly colored clothes, garish, you would say, and he's got a big wax curled mustache. And you hear him shout, "Roll up, roll up! In just 1 hour from now, you will witness the most original and astounding display of zoological curiosities ever placed on exhibition. In the entire length and breadth of the glorious empire, none have seen Dr. Malthusius's Zoocopia. None have witnessed the miracles, the strange creatures gathered for your education, entertainment, and edification from the far corners of the known world at incalculable expense. The unusual, the bizarre, yes, even the disgusting. You will never see it again, my friends. You'll never see its like anywhere. Come."
Are you gluing wings
Best
onto
part of the
beavers?
game. Yeah.
Are you gluing wings onto beavers?
Are you asking the guys that are...
Yeah.
Listen, you! Stay away!
I know your
It's
game.
great enough for you!
I know your game. Are you part of the bronze one or the Bronson family? Because I think I'm onto you.
I don't know who you're talking about. The Bronson family? Never heard of
the
them.
Broxon. Yeah.
I am Grunny, not Bronson. Who are you?
Well, seeing how we're doing introductions now, Yefi.
Yefi Bronson, perhaps?
What? Why would
You
you come
see-
to that conclusion?
Yefi,
Why would you come?
roll me an intelligence test, Yefi.
I rolled a 17. I got
Excellent.
a -1 from it.
You can see he's got, so he's there's several crates here, including the one you leaned on. They're kind of stacked up, and sort of behind them, and you notice now, based on his body language and whatnot, that you figure it's almost like he's trying to prevent you from seeing what he's got behind this group of crates. But you can definitely see there's a cage, and there's some green looking creature moving around in this big cage that he's got behind these boxes.
What's that?
What do you mean? What's what?
What's that? The big thing behind you. The big thing in the cage. Is that an alligator?
Listen, he comes right up to get in your face and like try to draw your attention. Listen, you. Listen, there's no free looks. There's no free looks. If you want to see the curiosities from the show, you must pay like everyone else. Go and join the throng, and you can see the strange.
You're in an open ring. People could stand up there. This is a bad business plan. You can stand up there in that building. Am I frozen again? Sorry.
You're back.
Yeah. Okay. Great. I just wave my arms. Like
There's a moment as the two of you are kind of yelling at each other, where you can hear a scratching, clawing noise, and you look over the cage and you can see that the creature in there appears to be a small goblin of some kind, and it's got two of the bars are a little bent, and it's starting to weasel its way between the bars as if to escape. What do you do? And he's and you've definitely still got the attention of this dwarf, and he's up in your face trying to get you.
It's escaping. It's right behind you. It's escaping. No.
You think I'm a fool? I know you are trying to distract me from my work so that you can get a free peek at our wonderful curiosities.
I will give you money right now if you'll shut up and look behind yourself.
Hey, what? Oh no! And he turns around and he runs and he dives just as this thing starts to escape from the cage, and he kind of tackles it. No. Yefi, you can see it's definitely a small goblin, but the strangest thing about it is it appears to have 3 legs. And he tackles it. Ah, gotcha! And he starts wrestling around with it. As he does so, you can see approaching now, stalking towards coming around the side of the wagon is the gentleman who was out addressing the crowd a moment ago. And he comes walking around and he goes, "Groony, what are you doing?"
He's wrestling the 3-legged goblin. I don't know, but that thing was going to escape. It's like a
I'm sorry, Master. I've got it, Master. It won't escape. Get back in there, you brute. The man kind of looks at the dwarf and the goblin wrestling on the ground, very disapprovingly, and then walks over to you. "I'm sorry, madam. The show will not be for another hour, but please take this." And he reaches into his sleeve and he pulls out some kind of piece of paper with fancy scrawled writing on it. Can you read, Yefi? No. Hands it to you. "Take this, please, and be our guest at the next viewing. You shall be delighted." And he keeps kind of looking over his shoulder to make sure that things are being taken care of back there.
Thank you. Your voice kind of reminds me of someone I used to know.
Oh, well. I'm glad to be of service. He looks over and he can see now that the dwarf has kind of shoved the goblin back into its cage, and he's like twisting the bars to try and close it up. "It's fine, Master. I've got it. Ah, good. Come back in an hour and delight in the curiosities of Dr. Malthusius' zoocopia."
Great.
And he's kind of trying to herd you away from the scene.
I'll leave.
Excellent.
I'll try to find Bruno and give him this fancy piece of paper he can read.
You find Bruno standing in along this sort of makeshift way where people are walking back and forth, and he's just kind of staring straight across the 5-foot expanse to the booth across the way, where there's a very uncomfortable looking halfling woman with her wares spread out on a plank over a couple of crates.
I'll just kind of come up and mosey up next to Bruno.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, how's it going, Bruno?
Oh,
Hello. Oh, look,
Yefi.
a lady one. That's nice.
Yeah. Right?
Right. Sometimes I just met the strangest people.
Yeah, strange.
Oh, yeah. I thought, I'll go meet some of my own folk, and then I'm like, never mind.
And you're like, man, there they are, just
Yeah,
laid-
wrestling a 3-armed dwarf or goblin. Sorry, I messed it up, goblin.
What?
Anyway, I found this. They gave me this fancy piece of paper. Looked like something you might want.
Oh, cool,
To read.
cool. Yefi, how would you describe our relationship?
What?
You know, if you were to put one word to us, we're friends, right? Just friends.
We
Right?
sleep together, yeah.
But just, you know, actually sleeping. So, you know, it's just
What are you getting at, Bruno? Why are we having this
Nothing.
conversation in front of this blonde-haired midget? I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. Oh god. Halfling. I'm so sorry.
no reason.
That-
I just what is this little piece of paper say?
It says, admit one to Dr. Malthusius's Zoocopia.
It's some ticket for a zoocopia.
Yeah. Full of weird stuff. Like weird stuff. Like I saw this weird goblin and he had like another appendage he's not supposed to have. He was wrestling a dwarf.
Aren't goblins like dangerous?
Yeah. Super
Is
dangerous.
wrestling a
And
dwarf?
he had a bunch of
Don't you hate goblins?
Yes.
Dwarves. Yeah, you hate. Why would? Oh.
Because he was trying to
Okay.
escape. I'm confused why you're confused about this.
No, it's no big deal. Look, I'm a little distracted right now. Why don't you go enjoy the zoocopia? With this ticket.
What?
Yeah. It's a ticket to the show, so you can go see it, and
Okay.
I'll just wait out here. Just hanging out, just killing time.
Are you trying to get rid of me?
No. Why would Why would I do that? It's just you only got the one ticket, so clearly only one person can go, and it's yours, so you should go.
Like, you were the one going on about wanting to see weird stuff.
No, I've seen enough weird stuff. Look, I got this tiny knife. I got this
Yeah.
potion. I've seen a lot of ooh, so weird. Yeah, I've got my fill. You just head on off. Yeah.
But you distinctly said, I want to see freaks.
But what's freakier than just the masses of humanity milling by? There's a guy with a mole on his head and peg leg. It's great out here. You should enjoy the zoocopia. It's more up your alley.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Ah.
You're an animal enthusiast, or is that Trebbiano?
Pretty sure that's
Seems
Trip.
like it's you. Well, okay, go give the ticket to Trebbiano. Yeah, and then hang out with him maybe a little bit. He needs some companionship right now because of his grisly face wound.
That you gave him.
Yeah, sure. Yep, I gave it to him. He needs help. You better hurry right along. Just shuffle on off there.
Yeah. Okay, sure. Well, it's nice, I guess, talking
Yep.
to you. And you
Yeah,
asked
absolutely.
me
It was
really
great.
weird questions about our relationship, which is super awkward.
No, it was fine. It wasn't awkward.
What, it wasn't?
No, it was normal. 'Cause we're
All
friends.
right.
Buddy. Yeah.
What's going on with you? You know I just came out of an abusive relationship, and I don't have the time for this.
Why do you think I know that?
Because you're the one who said it was abusive. You said that he was mind controlling me and manipulating me the entire time. But you know
Oh,
how I felt about it.
You were being stalked by a vamp. That wasn't a relationship. He was gonna eat you. So,
Yeah, but he was kind of sweet too.
yeah, I mean, he would have said nice things, and then he would have drank all your blood. What was your relationship before that? What set the bar for you?
I'm confused how this isn't an abusive relationship, which I just described it as.
I mean, it's definitely abusive, but I don't know about a relationship. You know, it's like you don't have a relationship with a wolf who's gonna eat you, who's hunting you down in the woods. That's. I mean, you
wrote
do, but
me a love letter. You were in the letter. He mentions you.
yeah,
Says
but
you're sexy.
It's true.
that was nice, but
No, you don't
actually,
want my gifts. You don't want my stuff. That's fine.
actually, can I
I
see
get
that
it.
letter? Can I hang on to the letter for a second?
My letter from Orlok.
Yeah. Just the one where I just need the part where it says I'm sexy, just from a non-biased third party, you know.
Oh, that's my letter.
Oh my god.
Mine. You can't have it. Smells nice. Bye, Bruno. Have fun. Whatever you're
we
doing
should-
right now.
We should
Buying
circle
tools.
back on this relationship with Orlok thing, though, because I feel like there's a danger. You know what? All right, goodbye. Yeah,
Yeah,
have
yeah.
fun.
Meanwhile, Indigo.
Yeah.
Were you looking for anything in particular at the fest?
I don't think so. I think Indigo at first starts to wander around, tries to shop, and gets very quickly bored. Spends a lot of money on whatever the equivalent of corn dogs are, and then just tries to find like carnival games. He's just looking. He's a simple man. He's trying to have a good time. He wants to throw darts at something.
Excellent.
God bless you. God bless you, Indigo. Oh, I'm so glad you didn't die last episode.
Yeah, me too.
Same.
You
Yeah.
see, you start roaming around. You see a variety of jugglers, fire eaters.
Oh,
You see, you can see many different kinds of entertainers, and eventually you come across a man who's standing in front of a barrel, and he's got 3 teacups turned upside down on top of the barrel. And he's talking to. He's got a couple of people crowded around, like 3 or 4 people, and he's saying, "Just, oh, it's very easy. Just watch the ball. Watch the ball. Tell me which cup has the ball under it, and you'll get twice your money back. Twice your money. Just put a penny on top of the cup that you think might be it." And somebody puts a penny on the cup, and he lifts up the cup, and he goes, "Oh, there it is, a ball! A tuppence for you!" And he hands a tuppence to the person. They clap, and they get all excited. And then he turns to look at you, and he goes, "And you, sir, would you like to play Find the Ball?" And he puts the cup back on top of
Absolutely.
the ball, and he starts moving the cups around. Roll me an intelligence test.
yeah. 6.
Excellent. Oh, watch the ball. Watch the ball. Ooh, put your penny on top of the cup that you think contains the ball, sir. You put your penny on, and he lifts up the cup, and he's, "Oh, bad. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Not that one. Not that one. Try again.
close. Do it
Another
again.
go.
Do it again.
Yeah,
Do it
let's
again.
do it again.
Yeah,
Let's do it
yeah,
again. Excellent.
Oh my
Excellent.
I got it this time.
Roll me
I got
me
you,
an
Paul.
intelligence test.
9.
9. Oh, watch the ball. Watch the ball. Put your penny upon the cup. Put your penny. Oh, there. That one. Oh, I'm so sorry, sir. Again, no, it's over here on the left. Oh, you must keep a sharper eye. Perhaps, he says, let's make it easier. I'll put this cup aside. There'll be just 2 cups, but you must put a shilling, not a penny. Ready, sir? Ready?
This
Watch.
fucking guy.
This sounds easy. Free money. That's what this is.
Watch the cup. Watch the ball. Which cup has the ball? Roll me an intelligence test.
19.
Excellent. You notice that as he shifts the cups around, that the ball actually it comes near the lip of the barrel, and the ball actually slips out into his sleeve. Watch the cups. Watch the cups. Which one, sir? Place your shilling upon the cup.
I put my shilling on his sleeve. Gotcha!
What?
It's in there!
That's preposterous. He turns to the person who won the previous round, and he goes, "Run!" And they scoop up the cups, and they just start running away.
Wait, no! You owe me 2 shillings!
Surprised you didn't just clobber that guy.
Indigo's having a good time.
Indigo, they quickly vanish into the crowd. You kind of start chasing them for a little bit, trying to find them, and you run into Trebbiano, who's carrying a nice new shiny brass bird cage, and you can see her pet bird, his pet bird, perched on a little perch inside the cage, and it seems it's like the most you've ever seen that bird, actually.
Yeah, nice bird.
Thank you. He's been here the entire time.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't worry about it. You are red in the face. Have you been running? Are you okay?
Oh, I was just chasing some guy who owes me a shilling.
Where'd you go? We can fuck him up.
He's gone. It's fine. It's just a shilling. It's I'm real proud of myself. I found the ball. It wasn't in a cup at all. It was.
Good job. You found the ball. The entire ball?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I don't think he cut it in half. That would be weird.
Weg to go.
Weg.
As you guys stand there
Don't
discussing,
shake your head at me, Colleen. This is funny to me.
as you guys stand there discussing it, Yefi walks up holding a little slip of paper in her hand.
What you got there?
Yeah.
I was imitating Yefi. Fuck. What do you?
Hey.
Hey, Yefi.
Hey. It's flattering. I found hey, how you doing? Oh, I like that bird cage. That's nice. I found some weird looking creatures and stuff. This guy gave me this fancy piece of paper. Bruno said it's just some kind of show.
Is it the freak show?
Yeah, I thought he wanted to go, but I guess he doesn't. I don't know. He was talking to some blonde, short person.
That sounds unlikely.
Trebbiano, you can see that the piece of paper says, admit one to Dr. Malthusius's Zoocopia.
You guys, what is Bruno and my relationship?
I don't know. Like,
Yes.
Yeah,
like forged in battle, right?
I think
Like the rest
so.
of us.
Yeah,
Blood.
he's acting
brothers,
really
baby,
weird.
yes. Susikinson.
He was really adamant about just being friends.
Huh.
Who did you say he was talking to?
Some blonde halfling.
Another halfling?
Yeah, weird.
He's
not
probably
all.
threatened by her, and he needs to know where his friends are at.
I've only ever seen the one.
Yeah, so show ticket, very fun, interesting. Saw a dwarf wrestling a goblin with extra limbs.
Oh!
Yeah, it's pretty.
You only
cool.
have
let's
one of
do
those
that.
papers, though, yeah?
I only have one.
How do we
get
get
more?
more?
I don't know. Probably selling them around the ring.
Oh, for money.
Yeah, let's do that. That sounds great.
Let's do that, yeah.
I can hide in your backpack, and then we only have to get one ticket.
Yep.
Nice.
She
Yeah, let's go to the freak show.
Let's go. Let's go. Leave Bruno behind. I feel like I've been dumped, but I don't know why.
He takes his little insecurities out on his friends. I would not take it personally.
Yeah, super weird. And then we started talking about my ex, and it was so strange.
You have an ex?
Yeah, your ex?
Yeah, you know, that guy.
How does he know about your ex?
Well, he was there. You guys were there. I'm in the backpack now. I'm like getting
Yeah, you wouldn't be talking about that horrible thing that almost ailed you, would you?
Yeah. Well, you know, he had those nice moments. We danced. He smelled good in a
Did
weird,
you
like, dead
Date the
way.
vampire?
Well, he said that nice letter, but you know, he did try to eat me.
I do not. Granted, I am an inexperienced person in this particular frame of reference, but I'd be willing to wager quite a bit that is not actually dating.
You know, he did send that letter, though. That letter's pretty nice.
Pretty nice. He said some nice things about you and me.
Yeah.
The letter.
I don't know. It could be. It could be a date.
I mean, he did ask
could
me
see
to a
it.
ball, and then he asked me to come over to his place.
But that was the trap, Wes. Is this a question? Is this you want to know whether it was a trap? Because the only way to confirm it is to see him again, which is a bad idea.
To be fair, he didn't try to eat any of us.
Just me. And I did try to kill him with that holy water, which he wasn't too upset about in the end. In the long run, he thought I actually made a mistake. So I think I could salvage it. Going to the freak show.
So the group of you making your way down the road back towards in the direction where Yefi saw the freak show are actually headed in the same direction as Bruno, who after staring at this halfling from across the road from 5 feet away for several hours, eventually she seemed to get a little annoyed and flustered and packed her things up and shifted out of the space and moved along. Bruno, you in a daze watched as she walked away. Would you follow or would you take over her space?
Wow.
It's a hard one,
Tough
buddy.
choice. Looks like follow.
Okay, so you start as you follow her down the road
From a safe distance.
From a safe distance. You can see the group. You can see Trebbiano walking in your direction, big backpack on, constantly looking over his shoulder, talking. Indigo by his side. The group of you nearly collide into each other as you come through an intersection of paths amongst the tent city, fairly close to where the freak show is to begin. And that is where we will wrap up for tonight.
Oh boy.
This has definitely been our most productive, least wasteful session, I think, yet.
Talking about.
Look, you wanted to
Yeah.
fest, and we fested.
We fested. Oh, we fested.
We had some
We
good
fasted.
character development. What are you talking about?
Excellent.
Got that out of the wag.
Oh, God. We got the bird a nice cage.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. I hope you found it entertaining.
Sorry.
We will be back
Oh, it's good, it's
again
good.
next week, Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. Please join us. And now I shall roll the credits, and everyone will talk about me behind my back because I can't hear them. Good night, everyone.
Night, everybody.